just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and wretched, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Texans football as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Richardson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Nico Collins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return is Dallas Flowers. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Richardson looking to throw. Flush to his right. Nifty move. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Taylor on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Running left, it's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. Left side caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another try for Mixon. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to run with Pierce. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Shifts by him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets around him. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Wow, 185 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now we give to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we?
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, Young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis,
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Dances by at the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Downs going in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Levis sets up to throw here. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hand off to Spears.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
7 yards there and a first down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down and 6 now. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Levis to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. The 20. Down to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And this will be caught. This time the two-point conversion works, and it's 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1, didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, one extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back to throw, it's Levis. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. Folks' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Richardson looking to throw this. Flushed out right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. On first down, Levis. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. This pass deep for Okonkwo. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to run again here with Pollard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The throw over the middle taken in. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Levis back to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now Levis. And this is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Folk's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, Richardson. Able to slither by. And yet again. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
In motion, the tight end. First and 10, Taylor now. Dances by him. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor